You know what? No, I'm going to go no now. Aaron Judge is not a Hall of Famer. I want to talk Seattle Mariners because their magic number after that comeback win yesterday against the Texas Rangers is now at 1. They are all but playoff bound, needing only one win or one Baltimore loss in the next 6 games. It's happening. There's no way the Mariners are not going to the playoffs. So the last time the Seattle Mariners were in the playoffs, there were 5,273 blockbuster videos in operation
I
in
love
North
where you're going
America.
with this.
Zac Efron was 13 years old. Beyonce was still just the hot one in Destiny's Child. Napster was being accused of ruining the music industry.
Oh, that hasn't aged well.
I was in my first year of college. Long story short, the North American sports franchise going through the longest current playoff drought is about to finally end. A big congratulations to all of the Mariners fans out there. I know how hard it is to be a fan of a team and go through the ebbs and flows of a season, the ups and downs, and never get the satisfaction of watching a playoff game. It is soul sucking. It is just heart wrenching. Us Blue Jays fans, we were that team that had the longest playoff drought before the 2015 playoffs. We know, we relate, we understand. So a big congratulations due to the Seattle Mariners. It has been a long haul. I know that it's not official yet, but let's be serious. It's pretty much official. So yeah, a little tip of the hat to our Mariners fans to the West.
Congrats to the Mariners. You got some nice young talent coming up, so a lot of
Big
reason
time.
to be an
Yeah.
excited Mariners fan.
A great pitching staff, some long-term contracts there. Robbie Ray and Luis Castillo are going to be
Cornerstones.
the cornerstones of that starting staff for years to come. Long time coming, but good on them.
Very cool. Well done, Seattle. Wish you all the best, but not this year.
Not against the Jays. Yes. We draw the line somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk Aaron Judge because, my God, the man is having himself a historic season. He tied Roger Maris on Wednesday for the most home runs ever in the American League with 61. I know Yankees fans can't wait to talk about how it's the actual record. Well, I mean, let's not jump off the deep end here. Barry Bonds hit 73. Mark McGwire hit 70. Sammy Sosa hit 66. I know you can get on your soapbox and scream about cheating like there were never steroid guys on the Yankees winning World Series in 98, 99, and, you know, their dynasty years. You know, they love to play this double-edged sword game where what goes for everyone else doesn't need to go for them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not even shit-talking Aaron Judge. He's been absolutely incredible. What he's doing is, as a baseball fan, one of the coolest things we have gotten to witness in my lifetime. It's freaking awesome.
It is.
He's chasing down an MVP. He's chasing down a triple crown, dude.
Yeah, I just want to address the conversation that is out there on, you know, what is the true number of, you know, the home run record and all this stuff. And, you know, obviously it's Barry Bonds with 73. And yeah, again, steroids are bad and whatever, right? But I think I heard it on Blair and Barker. I think Jeff Blair put it in a way that really, for me, ended all like arguments. And it was, baseball has such a complicated and not always admirable history.
Truly.
So with the issues of like the color barrier,
yes,
and all of the like, it's just, if you want to get into the moral issue of steroids, like there are bigger issues at play than, you know, in terms of historical records and everything like this. So I just think that, yeah, baseball doesn't exactly have a clean record from a morals standpoint. Nobody in the world really does. So to nitpick this one issue
Ignore everything else.
and
It's a
ignore
little
everything else,
delusional.
it's
It's
a
a
little
little
delusional.
delusional.
Absolutely. So
I think it is far more accurate to say that Babe Ruth's home run are less legitimate because there weren't black players playing.
agreed. And it's just, at what point do you draw the
Like
line? Like, it's weird. So all we can do is go with the numbers we actually have. Nobody likes
and
Barry Bonds, but he still has the record. Deal with it.
and I'm not comparing amphetamines and little greenies. A lot of you probably remember the 70s where literally every clubhouse had bowls full of pretty much caffeine pills and like stimulants to get you riled up and going. I'm not comparing those to steroids. But I mean, that's a gray area too, right? Like there are discrepancies throughout baseball's history with cheating. Uh and to
Well,
just
just
single out the steroid era, which
even
there
just
were again, and we talk about this all the time, Adam. Pitchers were also juiced. Like
and then even just like the stupid argument of steroids. I could go off and on about this, but it's like, do you know what, when you're comparing historical records from literally 100 years ago, and you look at like the uh the science of physical training that Aaron
yes.
Judge gets to experience, and the diet and the legal supplements that he's able to take, vitamin C as a
Yeah.
supplement or whatever, right? Like, do you know what the pregame meal was for Babe Ruth? It was probably like
Yeah.
a bucket of fried chicken and a pack of smokes,
Yeah.
right? So there's an advantage there, right? Like,
There's a reason there are different eras. And I know that as humans, we like to just look at the big picture and act like all of it is the same, but it's not. And so to just discount Barry Bonds' 73 home runs because it suits your narrative that Aaron Judge is the greatest player ever, it's silly, in my
it's
opinion.
hilarious. So,
And another thing that's driving me nuts about Yankees fans right now, we're watching this historic season from Aaron Judge, is this sentiment that everyone in baseball should be celebrating it. Listen, I'm enjoying watching Aaron Judge do what he's doing. Do I hope Aaron Judge hits 62 home runs? No, and I'm allowed to not hope that. Like we all have to get on board with Yankees now. Like this is the way it has to be. We've all got to root on the Yankees' biggest offensive threat. Like I wasn't cheering against him when he hit number 61 in Toronto. I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm witnessing history. If I was at the game, would have I stood up and clapped? Yeah, because I respect what he did. Am I ever going to clap for Aaron Judge again? Absolutely freaking not. Like,
oh man, um, I heard, and yes, kudos to what Aaron Judge has done this season. 61, potentially 62 or 63. Phenomenal achievement. Records bedamned,
yeah,
jersey bedamned. I get it. Here is a question that I heard Jeff Passan talking about. Aaron Judge, is he a great hitter, or is this a great hitting season? And do you think Aaron Judge is a Hall of Famer at this point in his career?
yeah, he probably is a Hall of Famer. Where do you stand on that? I mean, if he breaks this record, he's got to go, right?
Well, okay, so that's kind of how I felt about it too. Points Jeff Passan made was that his career numbers aren't that
They're
out of
not
this
that good.
world. I
No.
mean, 219 home runs as of today. He's 30 years old. So if we give him
Vladdy will
tw-
have more by the time he's 30. I'll tell you that right now.
Of course, if he plays till he's 40 and he adds another 200 home runs, that's still only 419. That doesn't scream Hall of Fame. Roger Maris, not a Hall of Famer.
Interesting. You know what? No, I'm going to go no now. Aaron Judge is not a Hall of Famer. Eat it, Yankees fans. No.
I'm clipping that. That is going at the front of every episode. So
just, just, just set me up for all sorts of DM hate from Yankees fans.
I love it. That is at Scott Belford on Twitter. Oh man.
Anything else to touch on Aaron Judge wise?
No, that's about it.
He is chasing down the Triple Crown. Luis Arraez put up some hits last night, so he is now 1 point above Aaron Judge in that batting title race. The only race that still exists, Aaron Judge walking away with the home run and the RBI race.